Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to more Total War Warhammer 2 and Lord Mobility Scooter over here. Getting ready to take the Mirror Pool of Tepok. Now that we've dealt with what I assume to be the majority of the Skaven, it should be fine to build a Old One monument here. And it should also be fine to tear that down and replace it with a trade building. It's gonna kind of punch my economy in the face, which is unfortunate, but, well, we'll have to live with it. So, today I wanted to talk a little bit about future plans when it comes to the lore videos. So, the last major lore series I made, and the first lore video, or big series I made, was the War for Armageddon, which was pretty damn well received. And I think it was done fairly well. It taught me also a lot of lessons on how to make these larger lore videos and how not to do it. Specifically when it comes to timing, you could speed up. And how much time is required to complete certain tasks. Most importantly is the time required to create the custom art. That stuff takes a lot of time. You can imagine something like 2 weeks per piece. So, how many did I have there? Recruitment cost. Well, I'm not recruiting anything, so that's really fine. I think I had, what? 6, 7 pieces of art? Something like that. Each of those pieces would take close to 2 weeks. So, yeah. And honestly, it went... Yeah, siege battle. I don't want siege battles are for losers. It was a whole lot quicker to do it than it really should, because the artist I was primarily working with was working very quickly, and he didn't have a whole lot of other work to do as well. So it proceeded faster than it normally would, to put it like that. So the next major series, where I also will, of course, want custom content, I'm gonna have to plan quite a while in advance in all due likelihood to get all of it properly organized and set up. That's actually gonna be one of the biggest things, really, just planning out all of the art I want, then sending it off, and then waiting to get it back. Which means I'm going to have to allot a lot of time to doing that. On you, I'm just going to save up a couple points. I definitely need more time to planning than I did last time. I did not have enough time to plan properly, and that got kind of stressful. And I also figured out eventually that I wanted more art than I'd actually produced, which, of course, at that point, bit late. You know? Bit late. Okay, I'm gonna trust the orcs to not attack me. Seems like a bad idea, I know. But that's what I'm gonna do. I can't get a trade agreement with you, can I? I'd even be willing to pay you a little bit. How about 1,000? No. Well, why would Lizardmen trade with fellow Lizardmen? I'm still at war with these fucking Lizardmen for some absurd reason. They hate me because, I don't know, aversion, apparently. That's mostly it. I need great power. -20 for great power. Like, come on, that's a bit much.
Poultry fools, or did you come with purpose?
Right, if I could get a...
Denied.
Come on, really? Okay, how about this, and I'll give you 1,000 gold. How about that? How about it? No? I don't want to pay them for a non-aggression pact just yet. I mean, their army's tiny, I'm not that worried about it. Let's assume... Let us assume... Okay, that's actually passing me through orc territory. Don't want to do that. Let's just assume that the orcs will leave us the fuck alone. And we will advance on the bad people. I was actually thinking that I would plan the next major lore series for next winter. Which, yeah, that's a while off, but I'm also going to have to think about the fact that I'm planning to start doing the Horus Heresy stuff next year, and that's going to be quite a lot of work as well. So I'm thinking maybe I plan to start everything up summer next year, and then release, like, early December? And that'll give me, like, 5 months to do all of the things I need to do, because there is a lot of stuff to do. Trust me, oh god. Making lore videos like that, how? In the end, I produced, what? 3-4 hours of content? Plus the custom art, of course. It's quite a lot of work. And it's quite a lot of work planning it all. Hell, that might actually be the biggest part of it all. Which sounds kind of ridiculous, but it really does take up an absolute assload of time. That might be what I'm gonna do. I'm also probably gonna do some of the Primarch stuff next year. After all, I'll do some more Primarch videos, and also I'm probably gonna just remake my video on Conrad Curse, because I watched it recently, and I fucking hated it. Absolutely just fucking hated it. Ah, so bad. Like, the video itself, I liked. I feel like I really nailed Conrad personality. I think I told the story in a good fashion, grammatically speaking, but I feel like my delivery was just so fucking weak. Like I didn't know how to speak into a microphone back then. I couldn't enunciate it properly. I couldn't put any energy or passion into it, you know? I fucking despised it. I feel like I do much better work now, which... Defensive alliance? No, I'm actually planning on attacking you in not too long, so let's not do that. I'm probably going to end up redoing a lot of my old videos, because I'm genuinely wondering how the fuck I could have built a following of that shit. It's just not very good. It's just not very good. I guess that's, if I am to be pompous and call myself an artist, perhaps. What the fuck? Why are you coming over here? I'm not at war with you. Why are you coming over here? You're making me nervous, you know that? Are you at war with the humans, by any chance? No? You're at war with Clan Scryer. Well, I have a non-aggression pact with them, so... You'd think that would keep them away? Maybe? Huh. Right, we'll just easily overrun this settlement. Oh, right, I used the wrong lord for this, didn't I? Yep, I'm gonna have to actually wait a turn. Well, that was silly. No, I can break the siege. There you go. And Lord Mobility Scooter takes care of the bashing down the walls with a Laserdon. There you go. Ideally now... Loot and occupy? Tempting.
Make you rich for mercy, yes, yes?
Make you rich for mercy. Yes, I like that. Sure. You make me rich for mercy, okay? That sounds like a good idea. We'll loot and occupy. Alright, we don't need that. We definitely gonna need that. Oh, this is the capital. Oh, okay. 57 corruption. That's gonna suck for a while, I can tell you that much. Marble. Construction cost. Yes. Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea. Build that. Did that level you up? No, not quite yet. Okay, we're just gonna try and blitz through the Skaven territories nice and quick. In fact, I should really activate that ritual. I'll do that next turn. I'm really looking forward to doing a Lorgar. I am really looking forward to doing Lorgar, because he's such an interesting and unique character within the Primarchs. Because these Primarchs are, of course, these superhuman beings. Like, they're so far above humans in every single respect. But at the same time, they are also human. In fact, they might even be considered to be a magnification of humans. Which means that in some cases, their flaws are also magnified. And in the case of Lorgar, that is doubly true. To the point where his flaw was essentially what caused the Horus Heresy in the first place. And despite that, his story is actually kind of sympathetic. Sympathetic? I don't know words. It is sad that I do not know words, but that is the fact. Okay, let's... Got it. That's the ritual button, okay. Rite of Ferocity. Form. Clickety click click. Lovely. Actually, I'm not entirely sure you could describe his story as particularly sympathetic. It kind of is, and it kind of isn't. Like, you could probably see where he's coming from, but the conclusions he end up making also, they're so insane. And they're weak. They're cowardly, you know? It kind of makes him... I don't know, it makes him, on one hand, I think it makes him a good anti-hero. And at the same time, I think it makes him just kind of despicable, basically. He doesn't come across as a particularly nice person at the end of it all. At all. Not even just that. He doesn't even just come across as not a particularly good person. He comes across as a bit of a monster, really. And not really your classical type of monster either. That's just, you know, evil, big, scary, teeth, rawr. He comes across as something far more subtle, yet perhaps due to that fact, even more destructive. He is interesting. He's very interesting. I'm going to double back Pikachu now, because Shortex Causeway is about to goddamn rebel. I can turn off taxation for like a turn. That's going to slow it down. Mobility Scooter has leveled up. Perfect. That will give me Harrowing Scrutiny, which is good. And Arcane Convergence, which is also amazing. Right, anything else that would be useful here? Protection of the old ones, I guess. See, I kind of want these, but... like, I don't think I'm going to give this guy a primarily Source Army. It is now, but Mazdamundi deserves Temple Guards, you know? He's a slot. He deserves Temple Guards. I think I'm going to give him Fervent, because... well, I mean, look at this shit. I'm probably going to fucking need it, aren't I? Right. Capitol building, I will actually probably want an Old One monument. I'm still a bit nervous as to exactly what these motherfuckers are doing over here. I'm not at war with them, and I have a non-aggression pact, but at the same time, is that going to stop them? I'm not sure, and that makes me a teensy-weensy bit worried. Right, this army is, however, going to remain primarily Soros for pretty much ever, so that's definitely a good upgrade. And as for you, do we have any more awesome spells? Wind Blast. When fully upgraded, -2, increased... ooh, armor-piercing damage. Oh. That's not a bad thing at all. Or Uranus Thunderbolt. So that fully upgraded is increased armor, greater armor-piercing... yeah, that seems more effective. It costs marginally more, but it's probably worth it. Probably. Right, scouting. Scouting would be kind of nice. Magical drop chance. That's always cool. Yes. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Oh, wait. Did you level up? Yes, you did. Oh, poor little Sauros. I almost forgot about you. I'm so sorry. Right, Thick-skinned and Enforcer. Considering we are currently fighting Skaven, that seems rather appropriate. And we can upgrade Hexwattle, finally. It's taken a while, but we are finally there. Nah, I don't want to spend 3,000 bucks on that. Honestly, I'm gonna tear this building down, probably, once this is like tier 4 or something. Replace it with something more useful. I'm looking forward to Lorgar. The one I'm looking forward to least is Russ, Lehman Russ, because we do have some really interesting hints about Russ, but I don't have enough real information to really get into him, you know? Peace treaty. That's funny. That's really fucking funny. I'm coming for your ass next, so best pucker up, baby. Ah, peace treaty. What a silly little ratty-watty. Who else? The Khan. We do have some information about the Khan, and some of it is quite interesting, but not enough. Not anywhere near enough, in my opinion, to really get into him. It's a bit sad, because I imagine the Khan's going to become really interesting. Alright, -4. That's mostly due to corruption, which is down to 6. Fallen Gates. I'm gonna need that lookout. Right, I'm gonna need another commander, and I'm gonna need to actually get garrisons in both these places, because you can already see the Dark Elves kind of starting to roll down here. Oh, wow, they've... Well, even if I kill them all here, they will still be up there. That's nice fun. I was thinking of moving Pikachu up there and just having him drop off some reinforcements, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. As for Lord Mobility Scooter, he's simply just going to continue his adventures of cleansing. Cleaning out the Lustrian coast for bad, bad little ratty-watties. And we're going to keep building those, of course. Okay, did they fuck off? They did. They might have headed for Faux, in which case I'm actually... Well, I don't know if I want Faux, actually, now that I look at it a bit closer. Right, Ziggurat of Dawn. Now, I mean, this looks good. Like I said, the Untainted 10 is... I should build it. I'm gonna build it to check if my idea about the osmosis works the way I think it works. Because if it does, then it'll definitely be worth it, because it'll make practically all of this immune to goddamn corruption, which would be pretty goddamn good. But if it doesn't work like I think it does, well, less useful. Considerably less useful. I also really need to start getting up some money. I've eaten through my bank very, very quickly. Who else would be kind of annoying to do a lore video on? Not Magnus. I've got plenty of stuff on Magnus. I've got plenty of stuff on Dawn. And yeah, I would like a little bit more on Dawn, but I've got some stuff. Curse is... I want to revisit Curse, definitely. Mortarion... Kinda, but not really. Like, I've got some basic stuff on Mortarion, but I don't think... Well, I think I've got the basis for a good story with Mortarion. I think I might be missing a little bit of meat, you know? I feel like I've got the skeleton, the outlines. Oh, recent formings by skinks. That doesn't actually matter one damn to me. We'll favor Sauruses, just because. Ooh.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Okay, that is making me nervous. I need to finish up these Skavens nice and quick so I can fall back to defending my actual land here, so... Right. You get 2 skinks. And then we'll cross over to the Mirror Pool of Tepok, where we will recruit 1 general. A tactician seems decent. Yeah, tactician will work just fine. It's gonna hurt my upkeep pretty badly, but... And we'll give him 2 Sauruses and 2 Skinks, and the rest will withdraw and reform the army over here.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
I am half tempted to cancel the construction of the Beacon of Dawn. I can't imagine getting a...
You display scant intelligence.
Yeah, nope. That's not gonna happen.
Favored of the witch. I do not like your presence, so
Let's
Dreadlord of the Droop.
hope they're there to recolonize, shall we? Not entirely sure that's a realistic hope, but we'll go with it for now. Yay! And that is yet another nest burned to the fucking ground. Now, was that a faction-wide research staff? It is, 10%. Plus untainted plus 6. Wow, that's not bad at all. That's pretty goddamn incredible, in fact. Huh. I shall take it. Ah, Zlok. God, I want Zlok. He is going to turn Mazdamundi into such an absolute godforsaken wrecking ball. Oh, it is going to be the best thing ever. It really is. Right. Plop, 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 plop. Maybe we just get skirmishes? Temple Guards? I want kind of a core of Croxigors and Temple Guards for Mazdamundi, because... you know, he's special, he deserves it, but I also don't really want to start putting points into that now, obviously. But there's not a whole lot else to put points into either. This is level 16. Well, I guess just general defensive stuff. Considering I'm going to be using him as a de facto wrecking ball, that's not a bad idea. It's going to be a nice and elite army as well. Commandment available. Fantastic. Give me another one of these. Right, and we'll have to head over and just sack Fox in all the likelihood. Just sack it and then raise it. Because I don't actually want it. I don't actually want it. Not yet, at least. That really worries me. It'll take me a long time to get back there, and... honestly, recruiting an army down there right now, I don't think it's going to help me much. I mean, the ziggurat is defended by a decent garrison. I'm just going to have to hope I can hold on if they decide to raid it. I'm not entirely convinced I can, but we are going to have to pray to higher powers. That's just how it's going to be. If you don't have a rational answer to a problem, ask God for help. You never know, he might be listening. You know, maybe, possible. How do you know? You don't, do you? No. Because God acts in mysterious ways and all that nonsense. I imagine that... I've talked about this before. I imagine even if there was a God, he probably wouldn't give a fuck. I mean, you're an all-powerful deity. Would you really care what a bunch of hairless apes were doing on some random blue ball in the middle of nowhere? Then again, that might also just be imposing humanity on a creature that would not in any way be human, but hey. Philosophy. It's basically just bullshit. A slight oversimplification, perhaps, but still. Recruit 1 heroes. I would love to. I can I? Didn't I just build the, Gasp? You filthy, dirty little whore!
Against council orders.
You will fucking regret that, you little sack of dick. By the way, somebody told me that rats do not vomit. I don't know why. I'm assuming there's a biological reason to why they do not vomit. I'm assuming the guy told me the truth. It's like, rats don't vomit. You know, I've never seen a rat vomit, so I can't really say, like, no. That's silly, you know? Maybe they don't. Maybe they have some kind of biological reason which they're like, just, no, we literally don't vomit. It's not a thing we do. I saw my grandfather rat vomit once, and he got turned inside out, you know? It was horrible. After that, we all decided to just fucking not. Possible? I guess. But now you know, rats do not vomit. Useful information. Very useful information, actually. Now, what else would I like to build here? Another Old One monument? Do I really need it? I mean, military presence of 3, building 7 characters, 2 commandments... Probably not? Granted, if they start raiding me, which they very well might, because I'm not going to have anywhere near the kind of power I would need to stop a raiding party. I think we just want money right about now, and actually, just money would be nice. Croxigor Labor District, etc. It's probably the best way of gaining money, so we'll build one of those. Hexwattle is almost done. The orcs are... See, I told you. The orcs are a very cooperative species. They're just sitting there, fucking chilling, kicking it, relaxing. It's all cool. Nobody's starting problems in this particular neighborhood. It's fantastic. Alright, what else do I need? +4 melee is always nice. Weapon strength for skinks, I imagine, would not be particularly useful. 4% to industry? Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure this counts as industry, doesn't it? Industry, yes, I figured as much. I mean, Croxigor Labor District, that sounds industrious. 4 turns till that's built. Yes, okay. They decided to occupy that, so I'm probably not going to have to worry about any kind of naval invasion for quite a while. I'm thinking of tearing this down and rebuilding it at the Monolith of the Fallen Gods instead. And the reason for that is I could really use a defensive building here, because the Dark Elves are probably going to squat on my coastline for a while. It gives me +4. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Better safe than sorry and all that. I mean, they could still raid Skeggy, but... Ah, goddammit. Right, so... Nagaron's already doing their first ritual. I have been a bit slow off the bat on this one. It took me a while to conquer the Mirrored Pool of Tepok. You little cuck, you just walked past everything, didn't you? Well, that's infuriating. Alright. Oh, they're assaulting Garrison. That's useful. I might be able to steal that from them, because they are not regaining troops, because they are infighting. Oh, and they just left. And then a bunch of other guys arrived, which apparently used the underway under the sea.
The great
No.
vortex is under attack, my lord.
Go away.
Find the whereabouts of those that channel the ritual and...
Oh, I know where they are, but they are way too fucking far away. Again, there is no underway in Lustria, okay? It doesn't exist. Literally does not exist. It's due to the geomantic web. The Skaven have never found a way to dig decent tunnels in Lustria. The web immediately reacts to the Skaven and lash out, destroying the tunnels, which is why they've never been able to build any kind of decent tunnel network over there. So no, you should not be able to use the goddamn underway in fucking Lustria. Just basically shouldn't happen. Right, so we will build... no. That. I might also tear that down very soon. You may run, but you cannot hide from Lord Mobility Scooter. Aha! You have been discovered. And soon you shall die. Actually, that's a lot of shit. How about I siege you for a while? How about that? Yeah, sorry about this, Mazdamundi, but you're gonna have to camp out for a little bit, I'm afraid. Don't tax province. It's gonna revolt. Well, it's probably gonna revolt anyways, but at least if I don't tax it, there's a off chance that it won't. Right, I would love to nab Port Riva, but I'm gonna need a full stack to do that with. So, Pikachu's given up a fair bit of Saurus warriors. He's got 6 left. I'd like 8. Some Chameleon Skinks would be nice, but I'm not sure I want to pay 139 upkeep for them. I'm not sure that's worth the extra 10 range, really. Not entirely certain. I definitely want some cold ones, though, so... I probably want the ones with spear for anti-large. I mean, why wouldn't you? They're actually just flat out better. They've got, well, they've got 4 points of weapon strength less, but they've got armor piercing and anti-large. I mean, they're just better. Granted, they're also more expensive, but meh. That's not the worst thing ever. Right, Hexotl. We've got gold mine upgrade available, but not enough money to buy it, of course. Shrine of the Old Ones would be nice, because that means I can unlock the next building chain. Probably go straight for Shrine of the Old One.
Master of cruelty.
It really annoys me that this motherfucker just walked past the garrison here, because he shouldn't be able to. Oh, wait. Oh, that's fucking passable? Oh. Never mind. I figured the solid wall of jungle would be some kind of impediment. I clearly figured wrong. Silly arch. Why would you think such a thing? That's clearly silly. Yes, yes. It would appear as such. Sigh. Not gonna build anything there yet. Okay, if I'm really lucky, the Skavens will attack me. That'd be fantastic. That's a lot of Dark Elves, by the way. And they're all moving south. If they wanted to be really annoying, they had literally just set up shop right there and just start raiding me. Non-stop. That would be really hilarious. Nope. Because I want your stuff. In fact, I should probably cancel the non-aggression pact with them. Right about nows. The Blue Vipers are somehow still at peace with me, which I'm amazed at. And they didn't attack me, which is unfortunate. Oh. I think you might want to turn around, buddy. Well, this complicates the situation, to put it rather bluntly. And mildly. Mazdamundi is going to be busy over here for at least, like, 2 turns. Or 3 more, probably. Probably at least 3. That's more time than I really want to have him spend over there. It is way more time. But I can't just leave them there either, because they're going to start raiding me again, which I don't want. God damn it. At the same time, that's a lot of orcs. But Hexwattle now is tier 3, so it has a huge garrison. Not entirely sure what to do right now, to be honest. Right. Step 1, regardless of what I'm going to be doing, is going to be to get this army more stuff. That's going to be kind of necessary. Do I want chameleons? Not really, but kinda. I've got 8 Sauroses, I got 4 Spearmen, I've got 2 cold ones. Another cold one would be really helpful. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 chameleon skinks, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna be able to afford. That gives me 18. Not ideal, but hopefully enough. Because I'm gonna have to get to war with the orcs now. They're getting way too close, and they're not gonna stay peaceful at this point. That is not a thing that the orcs do. I am really annoyed by the Dark Elves just wandering into my territory, by the way. It's like, okay. How? Shit, now they're everywhere. How do I stop them? Not entirely sure, unfortunately. Are they fucking heading to Faux? They aren't they? Sneaky little shits. Oh, the humans beat them. Okay, that's good. Or did they? I don't think that was a battle. That was a battle, and the orcs won that one. I think that left port whatever the fuck open, though. God, everyone's doing rituals but except for me. Why? Yes, that left Port Reaver completely open.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
I'm starting to feel a little bit nervous for poor little Mazdamundi over here. There's still 3 turns until they start starving. That's long. That's too long. I can take Port Reaver easily with Pikachu. I'm not worried about Hexwattle. It's got plenty of garrison. It could probably take on 2, maybe even 3 green skin stacks without having to worry too much. I mean, look at this. Tons of Cold One Spears to deal with any cavalry, tons of Sour Swords for the melee, 2 units of Croc Skulls, and a Scar Veteran. That's probably more than enough. How long until I can upgrade the gates? 1 turn? Great. Am I going to have the money for it? I am not. Not even close, in fact. So I want to avoid war with the Dark Elves. But then, of course, it's this guy, too. God damn it. What if I...
Reptile thing, show me what.
They want a peace treaty. I'm going to burn Faux. And then I'm going to accept that peace. That's how we're going to do this. Prepare your anus, little Artman. I'm gonna storm your little burrow and butcher you in your sleep. Preferably. They're probably gonna be awake, which is unfortunate, but... no, we won't have that stop us. Yes. Warhammer Total War Siege Battles. 1 single solitary wall. God fucking damn it. I just cannot I cannot get over how much I hate this fucking setup. It is just fucking cancerous. Utterly fucking cancerous. Disgusting, that's what it is. Just disgusting. Well, we're going to use all the siege towers on one flank. Overwhelm that part of the defenses. Might as well go bash down the gate while we're at it. Also, the fact that gates can be bashed down by virtually anything. Fuck it. Cavalry with lancers can bash down fucking gates. Just how? Why? Is that necessary in any way, shape, or form? No? Then goddamn fuck off. Makes me sad. It genuinely just makes me feel bad for myself. It's fucking tragic, that's what it is. Utterly goddamn tragic. Right. You go over there. You go over there. You go over there. You go bash that down. And you go over there. Now, if I were to fire a certain laser don after the guys up on the wall there, would that hit anything? Not really. Alright. Good to know, good to know. Hola! Skinks are Spanish people, if you didn't know. For some reason. Hola. I swear to God that's what he says. Also, by the way, I know the Lizardmen are magical, but they wouldn't waste magic on animating a cunting siege tower, alright? It's just not how shit works. Really? God damn it, AI. Fucking defensive siege battle. It starts siege spawning clan rats all the way at the back. Oh, don't you just love that? Like, this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Yes, yes, I know. I really, really know. And it's infuriating. Right, we've lost one siege tower, or well, I've abandoned it. Which means that the enemy will immediately start firing at it. Oh hey, the AI did something intelligent. That's unusual. And then it walked back inside again. I clearly spoke too soon on the praise there. Quite obviously. Silly me. Silly, silly, silly me. What was I thinking? I clearly wasn't thinking, obviously. That was the problem. I didn't think. Right, let's get everyone up on the walls and acting all happy, like. Are you shooting at them? No, no you're not. Doo-doo-dum. You know, it would probably have been quicker just to send the Lizardmen to bash down the gates. Probably a lot quicker too, but... oh well. Pablo! Hola! Hora! 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 That's not Japanese at all. Wait, no. All the way around. That's not Spanish. Wrong language. Wrong situation too, by the way, but details. Okay, that's quite a lot of Skaven, but they're not gathered enough for me to want to drop a comet on them just yet. Not just yet. As usual, the Sauros are taking practically 0 casualties from the Skaven. How are we doing with the Bashi thing? We're doing very well with the Bashi thing, as it just randomly explodes the moment we're through the gates. They started doing that shit in Attila, and it still goddamn annoys the shit out of me. Like, why would it just fall apart like that? Is there any good reason why it would just implode? Because I don't bloody think so. Hey, rush through the gates. What is actually shooting at me? Probably dudes down there. Well, we'll rush in. Lizardmen will get in there as well. And Lord Mobility Scooter, of course. Right, we have got the walls. Well and truly, we have got the walls. So now we shall rush off the walls to murder some rats. Right, if you would be so kind as to climb up on the walls. Don't fire your weapons just yet, though. Not necessary yet. Alright, alright, they're starting to gather up. Good, good. Let's see. Nope, not Lord Mazdamundi. There. And now the grind begins. Okay, he's on full health, so I'm going to pop that on him. And we'll see how much damage it does. Also, remember to keep using that. He's actually doing damage to Lizardmen, amazingly enough. That's pretty damn rare. Okay, he's down by about a quarter. That's not bad. Quarter damage, not bad. Still going. Granted, he's probably getting punched a couple times by the Sauroses as well. Sauros eats. Sauros eats all kinds of things. Right. I'll get you over there. Let's just... I'll move you over there for now. Right, now we will get the skinks up on the walls in a position where they can fire. And we'll get the other 2 skink units up on the walls as well. Because why not? Are you going by the siege towers? No, you're not. Silly boys, go by siege towers, please. Thank you. And... kind of, but not really. Okay. Well, you can fire now. Feel free to shoot at the bad people. You guys fall back a little bit, would you? Thank you. Now, I think they are gathered enough for a comet. Okay. Yeah, that does do pretty good damage, that spell, actually. I don't know how much of that damage was caused, of course, by the spell, and how much might have been caused by random lizardmen hitting him in the face, but still, that's a lot of damage. And the comet broke their spirits, it would appear. Very well. Rush into them, get as many of them dead while they're running away as possible. Good job. They are nice and broken. Right, Lizardmen. Lizardmen has actually taken some damage. Let us heal Lizardmen, so that Lizardmen will have taken less damage. Alright, most of the enemies move outside range, turn off fire at will, and get off the walls. And now we continue to beat on the helpless clan rats. I mean, Lux doesn't even feel them, they're just scratching his armor lightly. Poor little Skaven. Poor Skaven. It's downright unfair, really. Right, let's move in the Temple Guard as well. A little bit of healing. And there is their general. And Lux, go and eat him, would you? Good boy. And in the meantime, we'll just grind our way through here. We got plenty of time, so that's not an issue. We are getting shot at by slingers, which I would prefer to not be getting shot at by slingers, but such is the life. They are getting shot at, so we'll put a healing spell on them. That should make up for most of the damage. And now we lean back and begin the grind. The slow, purposeful grind of murdering every last single one of these poor, innocent little rats. It is a horrible genocide. Just terrible, but it must be done. Speaking of terrible genocide, yes. That should guarantee him falling over dead. Which will in return have a rather detrimental effect on the enemy's morale, I surmise. And Skaven go splat. 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 Good. If I moved some skirmishes up there, That could be quite useful. Oh, they've broken again. The Stylodon has once again received a handful of scratches, so we shall heal it and send it back into the fight. Because Bastillodon does not care about a handful of injuries, oh no. Bastillodon is far too devout to the greater good, oh yes. Bastillodon, quite literally, gives no shits. Really doesn't. Just giant tank creature with 140 armor just murders everything because nothing can hurt it. Ugh. Broken little creature. Especially with Mazdamundi just fucking spam healing it. I mean, that's just cruel. Cruel and unusual. You are a surprisingly brave bunch of clan rats. You're getting absolutely butchered for said bravery, but you are brave. Squirt the musk of fear and run like screaming little girls. It's probably not a bad idea, everything considered. Since when did the Skaven build overground, by the way? Oh, well. They do occasionally set up their little party houses in ruin, so I guess they can kind of get away with it on a semantic detail. You know, none of this is really comment-worthy, and that's making me really sad. I mean, that might deserve a comment. Yes. That deserves a comment. And also, let's repair the scratches in the Bastillodon's hide again. Just make sure that I don't run into my own comment, huh? Did I cancel it? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. By casting another spell. Silly, oh. Silly, silly, silly. Hola! Pablo. Skink. Whatever. That's racist. Probably. Maybe? I don't know. Probably. I mean, come on. Probably. That's probably a white dude pretending to be a skink and saying hola. Hola! It's probably racist. At the very least, I would imagine it's cultural appropriation. Probably. Probably worse than that. Right, we have chased them out of pretty much everything. Which in and of itself is a good thing. You just set up there. And we'll have Mazdamundi, Lux, and the Temple Guard push in here. You have not yet experienced the full fury of Lizardmen. Now, if only I had a spell that could regenerate Lizardmen's stamina, and Lizardmen would be truly OP. Because right now he's just kind of OP in that nobody can actually hurt him. If he could regenerate his stamina as well, ooh. Now that would be proper OP. And that would not be a bad thing. Right, well, I think these guys are about to get really disappointed when they realize that they've just ran themselves into a goddamn dead end. I would at least be somewhat disappointed by that fact. Or they could, of course, just all instantaneously break and flee off the field. Well, that's one way of getting out alive, I suppose. Sigh. Fantastic. Sack. And... oh, really? I can't raise it right after sacking it. Well, that's sad. No, I'll head back home then. Sunburst Standard of Hexwattle. Oh, that's right up there. I don't need to teleport there. I can just literally walk. Which is, of course, very comfortable.
No, you failed.
They could attack the Monument of the Sun, but it isn't a full stack, so I don't think they can actually beat me there. Another level, another couple points, but in what? I have no idea. Well, fuck it. Put more in ferment, and let's start doing Croxgores and Temple Guards. Because why not?
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
See, if Sissy Tor took the place, I wouldn't even mind that much. They'd probably get attacked and murdered by the orcs next turn anyways. It would probably be a good thing. How far... Oh, the defenses are actually finished. Tier 1? Do I want Tier 2? It gives me... It actually reduces my number of Cold One Riders. And it gives me Skink Cohort with Javelins instead of Skink Skirmishes. Huh. That's... interesting. That doesn't really seem like an upgrade. Honestly, it kind of seems like a downgrade. I'll have to think about it.
Master of cruelty.
Right. Next up, I'll take Port Riva with Pikachu. Once he gets that, I will be in war, of course, with the Orkies. They will have to take Swamp Town first, which it probably will be able to hurt them badly enough to the point where they can't attack me immediately, and Hexawatl will be able to stand by itself. And Pikachu will probably be able to deal with them also. Thing is, though, I don't really want to push south yet, but I might not have a choice. 312 income. I'm only going to be able to have one army down there. But once I've got the Fallen Gates up to level 3 and upgraded it with walls, despite the fact that it's almost like a downgrade, the garrisons should be strong enough to resist a Dark Elf attack. I hope. I might want to send them a little bit of extra reinforcements, but I don't want to send them too much either. And of course, there's always the fact that they could simply just sail right past them, which is rather annoying. Still, I feel like we're in a decent position. We're about to finish off the Skaven here. In fact, I'm gonna do that peace treaty with them. That's the last thing I do before finishing up the episode.
Reptile thing.
Worst case scenario, I can just break the peace treaty and murder them again. Now, I would like for them to pay me money for this. Success high. Would you perhaps pay me even more? Would you perhaps pay me... No, not quite that much. Okay. Well, give me 2003 then. Thank you. Lovely. I'm not actually entirely sure I want this upgrade. I mean, the walls would be nice, I suppose? The walls would be kind of nice, and the Holy Stella army ability would also be pretty nice. And it is basically a gift from our fellow, from our beloved Skaven friends, so... I probably should. That's going to cost 4,000. I could spend 2,000 more. Is there anything else that costs 2,000? Probably not. 4,000, 5,000, not really. Don't actually want that. 5,000, ouchies. It's expensive. Seems kind of oddly expensive. Am I currently affected by anything that increases the expenses? Army upkeep? I don't think so. Guess it was always like that. Well, until next time, I have been Arch. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Have a good day.